Matt Jones was a drug seller, user, gang member. He lived a life of greed, violence, and entitlement. This is his story.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope. Greater than Superman, it's the lamb that was slain. Bending open heaven, making crooked paths straight. So mark it on your calendar, you've got a holy date. People, it's your fate. Marching through the gates of heaven, redemption even smacked me in the face. Once a drug dealer, my reclaim now is saint. A vessel shining bright to paint a picture of God's grace. To paint a picture of God's grace. I grew up in a home that was a church-going home, but not a Christian home. In high school, even through the halls of my high school, I was never without a small Bible in this pocket and a butterfly knife in this pocket. The Bible was more of a good luck charm. I was gonna be favored, so to speak, by God. He was gonna be happy with me because I'm carrying this Bible in my pocket and I'm saying certain prayers that I was trained to say. I had friends in the public system, friends that didn't go to school, period. And we just started forming this really big and powerful crew to pretty much rule our entire area when it came to selling different drugs and violence and whatever it was. Like, we were it. And I had runners to run in different areas of the city. So I was sitting in the back of this SUV. I didn't even know who the driver was. My boy got out. I see him get tripped down to the ground and then smacked in the face. So I got out of the SUV and I ran over to back him up. And one of the guys stepped in front of me and lifted up his shirt and showed me that he had a gun. And he's like, "This has nothing to do with you, get back in the car." And within seconds, the guy comes around to the window that I was sitting at. He flashes his gun and puts it through the window and points it right at my head. And basically he's demanding everything that I have on me. So I pull out my wallet and he flips through it and he's like, "All you have is a fin," which is $5. And he puts it back in and he throws it on my lap. And at that point in time, the lifestyle I was living, you shoot that person. But for whatever reason, he put his gun away. I should have been shot and I should have been dead.
Sometimes we hit rock bottom before we allow our heart to call out to God. But when we do cry out, nothing is impossible.
I started hearing God's voice actually through crying out to be delivered from addiction. Because even though that I started pulling away from the criminal lifestyle that I was living, I still had this itch to party. I could not break that habit. I could not break that addiction on myself. I was at my lowest point. But looking back at it and just seeing the steps where God was in my life every step of the way, before I really knew him, he still knew me. For 10 years, from the age of 15 to the age of 25, it's just complete grace of God for me to have never ended up dead, to have never ended up in jail, to have never ended up beaten. And that is absolutely the grace of God, because most people that live the way I live don't make it out. They either are in jail or they're dead. It's one or the other. You don't make it out. I've been given a lot of grace again, a lot of grace. But it's the same grace that God offers to every single human being on this earth. It's not like I'm any more special than anybody else that's alive today or that has ever lived or that ever will live. It's the exact same grace that God offered me that he's offering to everybody else. I'm no different. What is a man that God should die for him, or a woman to be buried for her? This is more than a song, it's the cry of my soul to the Lord of all hosts. Earth, it's time to take your heavenly post, consecrated to the one and the most high. Lord, let your miracles arise worldwide as we say goodbye to our lives with our eyes open wide. Come and live inside through the love that God designed for us. Everything has become new. And I'm living in the same community, I'm living in the same city, but yet I'm seeing through completely new eyes. I'm seeing through Christ's eyes. I'm seeing through Christ's heart. My name is Matthew Jones, and this is my story.